We have come to Houston so that Nathan can have a clinic appointment, but we are going to spend some time playing also.
Houston Space Center. I think it's going to be better than Alamogordo, but I don't know. Just saying because there's a 747 there with a space shuttle on top.
We are really excited.
I want to go into the big jet right there.
Alright, so we used a reciprocating pass to get in here, but when you purchase admission, it covers the option for 2 tours. They're 2 one-hour tours, they're separate tours. You come through the stanchions and line up for whichever tour you're going to take. You ride one of these bad boys here and check out either the Command Control Center or astronaut training area. So we're going to probably do both of those. You can pick one or the other, or you can do them both. I highly suggest coming with a lot of time to spend here because there's a lot of really cool things to see.
They're in contact with them as they launched and they're out of space, and they talk to them in this room. And then the next room we're going to go to is the room that they're communicating with the International Space Station. Did you catch that? That's all live feeds of the International Space Station above us right now. The middle one, you can see it. You can see it going.
Oh yeah.
I have to say that I had no idea what we were getting into when we came here to the Houston Space Center. It is really cool. This is really where the astronauts come and do training and their simulations. That's the entire International Space Station replicated for them to do training. So cool. I'm so glad I got to bring Nathan.
The Orion capsule is going to be launching on the SLS rocket, which is going to be our new rocket that's going to be finished next year. It's going to be 2 feet taller than the Saturn V rocket, and it's going to have 20% more thrust capacity than the Saturn V, which is amazing. When you guys see the Saturn V rocket at Rocket Park, you're going to be wondering how they built a rocket bigger than that.
This is the capsule that the astronauts sleep in, travel in, when they are going out to the space station. It takes them 2 days. So this is a mock-up of what they will travel in.
I think that Orion capsule right there is what they're going to use for the moon landing, I guess you could say, that they're hoping to do in 2025. But this Boeing Starliner is the new capsule that's going to take twice as many people up to the space station.
And it's all American.
That is a NASA Valkyrie. So Valkyrie is not designed for space use like most of NASA's projects are. They actually built her to be dexterous enough to enter disaster zones.
Valkyrie is being designed to do emergency response here so that humans don't get injured or damaged. That's her truck. She can open those doors and do things in there. These are obstacles for her to go through. But there's an even cooler robot I'm going to show you here in just a second. This is Robonaut. And he is actually on the International Space Station when the astronauts are busy doing tasks that are important that humans need to do. He can go around and do all the menial tasks. His fingers are so dexterous, he can type on a keyboard or a touchpad. He can pick things up. He can turn pages of a book without tearing them.
Yeah, he can type whole paragraphs, and he can use power tools as well.
I think even like a screwdriver, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, so cool. It's really, really cool. Oh my word, there's even more!
Go inside the space station. There's a guy.
It just gets cooler and cooler.
Go inside the space station.
All right, take me. Take me to the space station. Skylab. What? What's in? What's in there? Oh. That's creepy.
Yeah.
He looked weird, real.
Hey, look. It's no landing here. Look, there's someone sleeping.
Because there's no top or bottom.
Someone's
Oh,
sleeping.
he's showering, Nathan. Oh my goodness.
What? Oh, it's food. What? Hey, look, someone's up there with some food in there.
Sleep compartment, Nathan. Oh, what's in there? There's more. Yeah, 3 people. Crammed is right.
This building was constructed around the rocket. The Saturn V is still the world's largest, most powerful rocket ever built or successfully flown, weighing in on its launch pad at 6.5 million pounds and standing at 363 feet tall.
So these 2 rockets were the precursors to the Saturn V. These brought men, 1 man each, into orbit. And then after that, they put together the Saturn V, which launched the 3 men, or probably it was more than, 3 men, that landed with the Eagle, and it's all history. It's amazing history. Super cool.
Full size of it.
This here is Little Joe 2. It was designed so that if there was going to be an explosion in the fuel portion, the rocket portion, the top section would be launched independently, much higher and faster, to send the crew to safety, where then a parachute could be deployed and they would avoid the explosion underneath. It's foamy.
Is this whole thing made out of that? This whole thing is made out of that.
No, I think just the fins,
No, I think so. No.
because that's hard.
Five of these engines, just like this one, power the first stage of the Saturn V rocket, which is the big one. V in the name Saturn V is the Roman numeral 5, which correlates to the 5 powerful engines. Ah, okay.
I didn't know
I didn't know
that.
that either. So the Roman numeral V in the name Saturn V, well, Saturn V is the Roman numeral 5, which correlates to the 5 powerful engines. So they call it Saturn V.
Interesting to compare that to the size of the Mercury Redstone,
Rocket is that high off the ground.
this little rocket, and that you would have had a man up there in the top in a teeny tiny little capsule. Talk about tight.
So this building right here is where they actually house the Saturn V rocket. You see how long that is? We're gonna go inside and check this out. I'm pretty excited about this. Yep. As we just said, that's the engine for the Saturn V. There's 5 of those guys. Let's go, Nathan.
And talk.
Holy cow.
It detaches and it falls back into the Atlantic Ocean, and then the engines on that part fire up because then it's got less weight to push up into the air
Look in the middle.
because it's dropped
And
out.
does it break up into 3 pieces?
It breaks up into
Yeah, 3 stages.
3 stages.
Nathan was commenting that this is just a giant gas tank. And that is basically correct.
Yeah, and then there's obbies that pop out and land on the moon.
I'm not sure if it's a lunar module.
Let's go check it out.
This whole thing, 83 feet.
No, dude, you never stop.
Do you know how long it takes to burn all of that gas? 6 minutes. And it burns all of that. That's some horrible gas mileage, huh?
It does go quite a way.
Worse than Murdoch.
All of that rocket, if you could maybe turn around, you could see the view from here, just how long it is. It's something like, I don't know the exact specs on it, but like 300 and some feet. Simply like gas propelling.
What's that thing?
And that's the part that they landed in the ocean with.
Yep. I don't know what that is. It's got engines on it, but people don't it doesn't look like people are going to get into there.
That was what launched the tip once everything else had been dropped off, all the other stages.
Oh, because that's connected to that.
And the Eagle landing module was probably inside this space. That's what I'm thinking.
So wait a minute. There must be a piece that fits in between there.
It's taking us a little while to get this all figured out. I mean, I want to say it's not rocket science, except that it actually really is. So one of the things that's missing is actually the section panel that went between these two. This yellow cap was there just for moving it into this space, but when it was standing upright, this is actually a walkway around it. See if I can get it point in the right direction. So it would have looked a little bit different when it was actually put together. All right, so this is the ring that IBM built, a computer just to manage the rocket stages. Everything else would have been inside here. This is where the Eagle lunar landing module would have been, and the command module is the next section. Yeah, let's go check that out.
Kid's nightmare.
Goodbye, Space Science Center.